Hi everyone, so for today's video it's going to be another really quick and easy tip on how to get the most perfect highlight ever. If you're into a more natural highlight or a highlight that looks like it's just your skin glowing and you're not into that whole blinding, well, this can still be blinding but it's a lot more natural looking. If you're into that highlight look, this is the perfect tip for you. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is a beauty blender and some sort of setting spray or a damp beauty blender. This one's kind of damp, but I'm just gonna spray it again. Honestly, even if it's damp, I would still spray it. You can just have a little spritzer of water or a makeup spray or whatever. I like to spray the sponge. So I'm gonna spray it a couple times, make sure it's a little bit damp. I have a napkin right here, so I'm gonna dry my hand off. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the sun dipped one. It's very well loved. And I'm going to take the shade Summer. So I currently have no highlight on. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to apply highlight with a brush first so you can see the difference. So I'm going to apply my highlight on one side with a brush and then you're going to see the difference with a sponge. So I'm going to take a Morphe eyeshadow brush. This is how I like to apply my eyeshadow when I'm using a brush. I'm going to take this shade Summer from the kit, or from the palette, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to apply. So as you can see, it looks really pretty. It's just more of a stark highlight, and you have to blend it a little bit more. I'm just going to apply it to the brow bone. And see how it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's very stark. And that is a look that I like, but some days I want a more natural look, and I always find that I have to blend it, so I'm gonna have to blend it now for it to look more natural and appropriate for everyday wear. So this trick kind of gets rid of that. So I'm gonna spray it again, just 'cause why not? More is more. Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze out the excess into the napkin and dry off my hand. And now I'm gonna take the palette with the same Summer shade with the sponge. Just gonna put the sponge in a couple times. You can see the product there. And then I'm just going to kind of pat it in. And it kind of melts the product. Probably shouldn't need to use that side. I probably should have used the bottom of the sponge. But I got too excited. Okay. So as you can see, it just looks like my skin. This was my own fault. I shouldn't have used the side. I should have used the bottom because I put it too low. But let's get up close to the camera. So as you can see, it just kind of melts the product in and it looks way more natural and just like your skin is glowing and it doesn't look like you have highlight on. So let's just fix that. I'm gonna do it on my nose, that way you can see. So I'm gonna take the bottom of the sponge, put it in the powder, and then blend. See, so it doesn't look powdery, it kind of melts with the skin. Apply it to the lid, or to the brow bone. Cupid's bow. Chin. See, so if I had used my brush, the chin highlight would have been really intense and I would have been highlighting the pimple that I have that I'm trying to not highlight. But with this, it just looks like a glow that's really pretty. So as you can see, there is a difference. It just looks more natural and it's more effortless, and it just is such an easy tip and I highly recommend it. And honestly, if you already have, this is a clean beauty blender, but if you had your foundation on already and you use the same beauty blender, if anything, it'll mix with the foundation and just look more natural and more like your skin rather than a highlight. So for every day, like daytime, for work, school, whatever, or if you just don't like a stark highlight or a very intense highlight and you're going out or want to have makeup on, this is a really, really, really great tip. Or if you're afraid of highlight, this is also a really great tip for you because it just takes all the thought out of having to blend and everything else. It just dab it on and you're done. So yeah, that's my really quick tip. And honestly, if you want to even melt it a little bit more, you just take the setting spray And if you want, you can apply the setting spray first, then go in with the sponge. And as you can see, it just looks like your skin is radiant and just beautiful and not powdery. I'd actually be curious to see if this works with bronzer and blush. I'm sure it does, but let's just try that out. Okay. So let me grab my bronzer. I'm gonna take my ColourPop bronzer. This is in the shade California Dreaming. Take that same beauty blender. That's what the bronzer looks like. Same beauty blender. I'm gonna take a clean side. Apply the product. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay. So if you don't want that powdery look, just take a beauty blender. You can, I think you can buy these in a pack of 2, or if you don't want to buy the actual beauty blender brand, I love the Eco Tools one. I have a couple on my desk. The Real Techniques ones are really good. If you don't even want to buy that, you can just buy the disposable latex sponges, or latex-free sponges, or whatever. Disposable makeup sponges at the drugstore. You can buy that and throw it away when you're done with it, or use it a couple times and throw it away if you don't want to buy one of these. But this just melts the product into the skin. So if you do buy the pack of 2, you can have one for your foundation, and then you can have one for like foundation, concealer, powder, and then you can have one for bronzer, blush, highlight. I've only ever used it with highlight until now, but now I'm kind of addicted to this trick for all powders. And maybe like the little ones for concealer, you can use it for eyeshadow. If you guys want to see me try that out on camera, let me know and I'll definitely try those, because I would have to buy them, but I'm more than happy to buy them because I'm actually really curious now to see if that works. But yeah, it just melts the product into the skin. I highly recommend it. For highlight now, I love it with bronzer too. So yes, that's my quick tip for today. If you guys do try this out and like it, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you guys like this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel and to ring the notification bell. That way you get notifications when I post future videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!